Okay, so the mask starts out as your soda bottle. Cut the lid off. Mark it thus. You want to get a diagonal circle, as even as you can, there. And you just puncture and scissor cut. When you've done that, you'll have something that looks like this. You want to pressure test it. You want to see that this general shape will fit your face in a way that won't let any air in around the side. You're going to find a lot of that happening as you do this. Little springy plastic parts are going to fly all over the place. You'll pick them up and fix that. Don't worry about looking silly. Worry about staying safe. Okay, so that was step 2. You cut it. You did the first of 4 pressure tests. This is like make sure, okay, before I proceed, this piece in that shape, very little air leakage. Okay, your next step is to put circles. The circles are actually done like this. You put it on top of canister and you mark the outside diameter of this. You do that evenly on both sides. And then you puncture, cut, and wind up with this. It's the same thing, it's just got holes in it. What are the holes for? Well, the canister, of course. So we've got the canister. Now the other thing you got to do once you have this made is you have to have it fit against your face, strapped to your head, so you don't have to just hold it like this all the time. Although you can if you're not using it for long periods of time. That's called the strap hanger. We get that out of this part, part C, the middle of this. So we cut this loose, cut it like that, round out both ends, do that same, draw a circle, cut the circle. And when you've done that, you put it put the circle over here, and if it's properly tight, you'll screw it down. Go for this. Screw it down. And then you can take your mask and screw that down. Now, one of the things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to leave the cap intact. Whoops. Sorry, that was not intact. You're going to want to use the intact caps to help you pressure test this part before you proceed. Because these holes are the only real precision thing. If there's air leaking around that edge, it's not going through the filter, it's not protecting you. So that's why when you've done 2 of these, you plug them in with caps that do not breathe air, the full-on cap, before you've hollowed it out to make the retaining lug. And then with both caps on, come on. Note this is another place as you're tight and fitting this in, you got a good chance of cracking it too. But if you're careful and you're lucky, you screw these down. You grab it by your strap hangers. The straps are going to hang through there. You put it up against your face and see if you can strangle yourself. Yeah, you can. There's no air coming in around the edge of that, so as long as it's a little bit crimped by these, you can get a very uncomfortable seal. What you do about the uncomfortable seal, now that you know you've made the holes the right size, you disassemble the whole thing, and if you have it, you go for electrical tape. If you don't have electrical tape, you can either use scotch tape, but you'll replace it after every 3 or 4 dishwasher washes. These are dishwasher washable, by the way. You can run this thing, pop the filters, put those filters in your washing machine, put the rest of this plastic part in your dishwasher. It will wash fine, including, as you can see, this one's got a little gasket made with electrical tape. The electrical tape so far has lasted without degradation through 10 dishwashes. So electrical tape if you can get it. I'll show you how to apply that.